How you doing today, Paul?
Kurt, I'm doing great, man. Listen, we're recording a little early this week because someone's got a birthday and they're celebrating in Pittsburgh on SmackDown. And by the time this drops, it will all have happened. Share with our audience what's happening, how this come together. Tell us all about it, man.
Well, I approached the WWE and I said, listen, your Olympic hero is going to have a birthday on December 9th. And you're going to be in Pittsburgh. WWE is going to be in Pittsburgh. It's a perfect time to celebrate my birthday. And so they were like, yeah, we'll think about it. But they came back to me and they said, okay, we're going to do something. But I don't know if I should say it now. I mean,
you can, because by the time this airs, it would have happened, buddy.
Well, what happened was they wanted me to do the milk truck segment again. So what they decided to do was have a bunch of heels talk about me during the show, all through the show, and, putting me down and, ripping on me. And then at the end, they were coming out to the ring because I was supposed to have my celebration. I don't show up. And the heels are in the ring, and they're in there with all the birthday cake and everything, all the celebrations. And I come in with the milk truck.
Yes.
And I go down and I spray them down and I tell them, hey, you can't have cake without milk.
Good stuff.
I sprayed them with the milk. It's awesome. When I was told this, I was so excited because that was my favorite moment in the WWE.
Sure.
Driving that milk truck into the arena in Sacramento, California. It was my number one moment. I absolutely loved that. I had such a great time doing it. And it was an awesome moment for me to be able to do it again.
And the fact that they want to have fun with it and relive it for you on your actual birthday. So when Friday,
yeah,
when
it was
SmackDown,
really cool.
Nah,
I was
dude.
so excited when I read it. I was like, holy crap, man, this is better than I expected.
I tell you what, as a fan, and just like the rest of the listeners here, I'm so excited. And it's like you said, people have already seen it, unless there was some kind of last minute change and and things changed or whatever. That's the plan as we record today on Thursday prior to the drop of the show. But hey, happy birthday, Kurt Angle.
Thank you, Paul. I really appreciate that.
Saw
You're
you
like
with
my
the
best friend, so
we are. It's unbelievable. We talk
we're
more.
inseparable.
That's right, Paulie and Kurt, and I got to see you with the family at the Melting Pot. Looks like you had a great birthday dinner there.
Yeah, we did that for St. Jude's Children's Hospital Research.
Very cool.
It was really cool to be able to do that and have dinner at the Melting Pot. It's one of my favorite places to eat, especially on my cheat day.
And I saw you cheating. I saw you dipping into that cheese sauce, that cheese dip there, the cheese
That's
fondue.
right.
Good for you.
Pot. That's why they call it the melting pot. They got a bunch of cheese and a bunch of bowls that are boiling. They have fire underneath them. So,
did you have the chocolate fondue?
Yes, I had a little bit. I actually had a Oreo cookie covered marshmallow, and I dipped it in chocolate. I only had one.
There you go. Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad you got to celebrate, and I'm glad you got to celebrate at home with your WWE family. Lots of exciting things with Kurt Angle. I'm excited about 2023, and Kurt Angle, you and I were just talking before, and there's a lot of good stuff coming up. So hang with us here on the Kurt Angle Show. We're going to start driving more merch. I talk about merch because I'm wearing this Kurt Angle Show sweatshirt. I'm in the Northeast. We're both in Pennsylvania in the Northeast, and it's getting cold here, brother. And so it was time for me to order myself one of your sweatshirts, the show sweatshirts. I'm going to have to
pull out my sweatshirt too eventually.
So there you go. Check us out, boxofgimmicks.com, and you can find a sweatshirt there for you too in the colder weather. But hey, man, last week we blew up the internet. You did specifically. You talked about Brock Lesnar news with TNA. We talked about that fiery Samoa Joe promo with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall no show. And that was an unbelievable clip. Check out our YouTube channel. You can check it out over there on YouTube. And there's a lot of great clips over there. And a lot of visibility happens whenever you talk about Jim Cornette. So a lot of people will keep an eye on what he does. You can find it youtube.com/The Angle Pod. And lots of fun clips where we're clipping out things. We have some help with our social media guy, Dominic DeAngelo, who's absolutely crushing it. But man, we're just having a lot of fun on the show. But getting back to Brock Lesnar, this week is all about Armageddon 2002, as you said. And back in 2002, Brock dropped the WWE title at Survivor Series to none other than your buddy, the Big Show, Paul White. So, yeah, and we're going to talk all about your match with him. But before we jump in, I want to get your opinion because he drops the title here at Survivor Series to him. It's not a long time that the Big Show has it. Was this a mistake in your mind at this point in 2002?